We're gonna do it at minute 50. We're gonna intro this show.
CJ!
Hi there, Dan.
Oh my God, it's so loud. Da-da-da.
It's been a while.
Holy hell, it's been a while. I haven't seen you.
Haven't heard that song in like 3 months. I think it was before.
What was that?
I think it was before Thanksgiving, wasn't it? I think it was the last time we did this.
It was before Thanksgiving. I needed a break.
We all did.
So coming up on the season 3. I keep saying this. Coming up season 3.
Season 1, you have to, kind of lay it out. You got any other shows?
Table of contents?
No, but you got any? Are you going back up to New York to see any other shows? You got any
concerts
coming up?
Later on in this podcast, I'll discuss Back to the Future, the play. You laugh. You don't understand. You don't understand how editing goes. So later on in this episode,
I think you should leave it just as it is.
It's awful. So awful. I don't know if people are getting to this hour. We're only on for minute 52, but no. So later on in this episode, I'm going to discuss Back to the Future play that I went and I got to see on Broadway.
I'm going to discuss the Disco Biscuits.
You didn't discuss the Biscuits. Tell me about Biscuits.
But I did go see them
again. How many times have you seen them?
To see them.
This guy's got every memorabilia for the Disco Biscuits.
I have a fair bit of Disco Biscuit shirts.
If you don't know who the Disco Biscuits is,
you don't listen to this.
Play a Jack White song,
oh my God.
White Stripes, over and over again, and just let. I'm just joking.
I don't want to say better than Jack White, but it's very different.
They're different music, yeah.
But yeah, Silver Spring, the Silver Spring Fillmore. They played 2 nights down there.
Went to the Fillmore.
27th and 28th.
Did they fill it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
crazy.
It's all
out. Yeah.
So I'd like to have a podcast that's like that, like a small, tiny thing that.
Right.
Yeah, you got like 120 people that
Fillmore was probably about $3 to $4 grand.
3,000 to 4,000 people?
No, that's too much.
No, it's way too much. I've been there.
1,200 might be the max out of it. Actually,
maybe about 1,200. That's if people are in the bathroom, you might have 1,200 people there.
And in March 14th, we're going up to Delaware to see them again.
Hi, I'm in Delaware.
Yep, Wilmington.
Magically whisked away to Delaware. We are pretty close to Delaware. If you are in Delaware and you want to be on the I've Been Tasked With podcast,
we can call you. You don't have to come in.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you want to come in and you're not weird,
I want
that happen.
I want somebody to email us at I'veBeenTaskedWithPodcast@gmail.com. You sound fucking awesome, CJ. Tell me a quick story so I can get your things.
I would like to let everybody know that I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Santa Claus brought me some new pants.
New pants? I got pants from somebody.
It's like the only time I get new pants.
What time?
Christmas time.
What time did you open up your gifts?
Probably around 11. Between 10 and 11.
10 and 11. That's pretty late.
Yeah, we woke up. We did a brunch. Popped some bubbly.
Popped
some bubbly. And after we were done eating, we went downstairs with the rest of our bubbly and started cracking up the presents.
It's not Christmas right now, but we're going to talk about Christmas for 30 seconds.
That's fine. We weren't around for Christmas, and everybody loves it.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much other good stuff that I didn't want to harm the other media about Christmas. I didn't want to take all the show, No.
And just positive stuff about Christmas.
It was good.
I don't want to hear about your capitalism bullshit.
So we opened up our presents the night before.
Okay.
And then the next day we go out with all the big family.
Has that always been the way you did Christmas?
Well, I mean, every year my Christmases have been just big messes because getting a girlfriend, having a girlfriend, not having a girlfriend. Now you don't know if you have a girlfriend. Finally, I got a girlfriend.
And you know you have one.
It's been the same one the whole time.
It was a little back and forth.
Back and forth.
Was this the first Christmas y'all were together, though?
I mean, yeah, but no. But yeah, this was... I've been living with her.
Where you we're going to celebrate Christmas together.
As a team, as a couple.
Right.
Which is kind of cool. It was not kind of... It was freaking awesome.
It's very, very cool.
It was nice.
It's nice waking up in the morning and
knowing...
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. I can't wait till you open the present. That's great. Whatever it was that I spent $900 on stuff.
Right, and you pretend to be like, this is exactly what I wanted.
Actually, she did good and I did good. I feel like I did a little bit more, but we both did a lot of, it was I spent a lot of money. She kept texting me, "Oh, I want this. I want this." I wasn't counting.
Yeah.
So I go back. I'm like, the Amazon bill, $1,100. What the fuck?
Way to go,
Why?
Dan.
What's wrong with you?
I feel like we've had those Christmases, and more recently, it's like we just buy whatever we want.
Yeah.
Throughout the year.
I think it was just
So it's kind of like now
extra special first Christmas.
It's more totem gifts than anything else anymore after 20 fucking years.
I think both of us are like, it's been 2 or 3 years of like not knowing if we're going to, like, it will be one gift, the past couple of years. So this year was like an extravaganza.
Right. You want to fill the tree.
Yeah.
Fill out the hole under the tree area.
Was freaking packed. it was more presents than tree. It was good.
Did you have a tree here?
No, at this house I did not.
No. It doesn't seem like something Connor would spend money on.
Connor.
He does not seem like a tree guy.
My Connor. Okay, so Connor, I'm Dan, by the way. You're on the I've Been Tasked With podcast.
This is CJ.
We chat about life. I call it a comedy podcast, and some of the jokes are corny. Who cares?
Some of them might go over your head because of how good they are.
We have good episodes, and we have normal episodes.
We don't have any bad episodes.
I will not let that go. Yeah, I'm the editor. I'm Dan. We got CJ over here.
Watch out for Raphael, though.
I'm a concrete company's driver / mechanic. I will say I'm the head mechanic. I'm the only mechanic.
Oh,
but hey, that makes me the head mechanic. Right?
You're right. You're the leader in a group of one.
Yeah, correct. So I get to fix all this stuff.
It's okay. I was there for a long time in my job, leader of a group of one. But I got a new rotational employee.
Nice. State Highway Administration for what? Maryland?
Well, listen to you blowing up my spot. Yes.
We have discussed this
yes.
like 5 times.
Yeah, State Highway Administration. I work at the Transportation Design Office.
You're the one that paints the lines on the road like a dick.
No,
I'm just joking.
I don't paint them.
I said that joke. I draw from old back in the day.
I draw them on paper so somebody else can paint them.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I mean. You're the one that says, put this line over here. And you're like, what is with all that empty space? Why is it?
I really don't even do that, but I know the people that do.
Well, so how important are the lines on the road?
Incredibly important. Think about if there were no lines on the road.
Oh, man, that would be great.
No, really?
No.
You as like a professional driver might be fine.
I'm a commercial CDL driver,
but you're gonna be surrounded by a bunch of douchers that have no idea what they're doing. You already
surrounded by douchers,
but at least the lines kind of keep them away from you.
People,
no lines at all, man.
People suck. God, people on the road, and I'm like, what is it? Nobody has anywhere to go. Like they don't want to be. I don't get it.
Just wandering around.
That's what moseying during the day.
When I do my moseying or wandering, I sure as hell don't do it on the highways.
I don't do it
I'll do it down in like Loch Raven area. I'll do some slow rides around there.
I'm talking about like I'm on like Caton Avenue, like near 95, and everyone's just going like 12, 15, 18.
No, that's ridiculous.
Hit the gas. What are you afraid of spending the gas?
Yeah, and you think about Sunday drivers, but you don't think about just every daytime driver. That's a little ridiculous. I don't have to deal with it too often. I only drive during the 2 shittiest times of the day.
Morning
and afternoon.
And after work.
Yeah.
After work.
And really, I get off at 3:30, so I really miss both of them pretty well.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I have to wake up.
I'm off like 3:30.
Yeah, I have to leave here by 6:30 though.
I left today at 4:30.
Oh, fuck that!
I know my boss is on vacation.
So you're the boss?
Double duty. I wouldn't say I can't say that on podcast, but yeah, I act like I am.
Because he listens?
I don't know.
The boss listening?
He knows about it.
Well, you're the acting boss. Let's say that.
There's like 6 people in the office. I'm not the acting. There's another owner.
You're just the head mechanic.
I'm the head mechanic. I'm the guy that helps with materials, and I take some of the weight off the office.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the office will deal with less calls because people know that they can call me and rely on me. And being reliable, by the way, this is a podcast. Everyone's got to learn. You got to be reliable in order for work.
The best ability is availability.
Availability, reliability.
Show the fuck up.
I need you to show up for something at 3:30 at such and such, and that goes both ways. If you ask somebody to be there at 3:30, and you, the reliable one, shows up at 3:15, and you're sitting in the parking lot waiting. Hey, where's the guys? They're not answering the phone, and you're like, and you call them, and they're like, it's like 4:00 now. It's an hour past when I show up or whatever. And they're like, oh, man, we're like a half hour away.
We're just hitting up the Dunkin' real quick.
Dude, yeah. Come on. So reliability goes.
Do you want me to bring you coffee?
I will choose when to be reliable when it comes to people that are reliable.
That are unreliable.
Also
that, yeah, right. If somebody is always there for you, you'll be there for them.
Yeah, some people are on BPT. You know what that is.
I don't.
Oh, you don't? I've heard of it before. I have no idea what it stands for, but I do know that it means that everyone shows up like 22 minutes late. 22 minutes, 62 minutes.
Never heard of this.
I don't know what it means. It might be like Baltimore Petroleum something.
We might not want that on there.
I'm putting it on. Fuck you, CJ. BPT is a real thing. I didn't say W. What is it? What would WPT? Would that be offensive to you?
It depends on the connotation.
WPT time.
WPT time. You know when you said BPT, it was a negative connotation.
Not negative. You just got in there. You got to adjust.
Is that Connors?
Are you talking about the pottery that's up there?
Yes.
That is. I can't even say whose that is.
It's very nice.
There's somebody who's been on our podcast before.
I like the work.
Yeah, it's very molded very well. There's a lot of. It's like something on the side you put your finger on.
I used to sell pottery for a living.
Pottery.
Yes.
I have no idea. So he makes his own of them, and it is here for the Mike Connor, for his viewing pleasure.
That's
Listeners,
right.
like,
You said he's not around right now, right? You said he's on an airplane.
Do you want to call him in?
Is he on the airplane?
He's not on the
now?
airplane. He's. I don't want to give away his thing, but he's not coming in today. It'll be tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So,
day late.
So if you're going to do something stupid, do it tomorrow.
We don't. We can call him in. We don't need to do it right now, though. We can give it a whirl in like 20.
CJ, welcome to season 3 of the I've Been Tasked With podcast.
Happy New Year, Dan.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to our listeners. We're going to go over today our locations that have been listening.
Oh, has there been an increase?
Every week we have many downloads. It has not stopped.
Even with our time off?
Not doing anything. It's still because people are taking their time listening.
Oh, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Uh-huh.
That's
what else does?
Say.
That Lars says to keep a man happy, you got to feed him and fuck him.
Yeah.
We do cuss on this podcast.
Pretty fat, as you can tell.
So I can't tell. I can't tell the story.
I am fed and fucked.
You're mid range. Mid range on the farm.
On the top end of
mid range on the cow farm.
Harsh.
Oh. I'm gonna pull CJ. How many countries, to your guess, to your knowledge? I'll give you a hint. We had 10 countries last time we looked. 10 or 11.
I'm gonna go with 16.
I'm like, 16 is a high number to try to get. These are countries that are listening. There's a country.
There's a lot of countries. There's like 290.
I'm going to name the countries. This is an easy task. I task you guys. You're going to get tasked with, and I'll tell you something I got tasked with.
Our listeners?
Yeah, I'm going to task the listeners. If you are not in the following countries,
you're going to name them all?
Based on all of the episodes we've put out, we have a total of 12.
12. Okay, that's 2 more than last time.
2 more than last time.
Hey.
Yeah. At least 1 more. I don't know. We're not taking that much time to stare at this stuff.
Have we added Mexico yet? I don't think they were.
We do have
before.
Mexico.
All right.
Yeah. So if you guys don't hear your names of the countries that you're in and you're listening to this podcast, hit the download button once. You can also undownload it like a minute later, and it still counts. So just so we can add countries to the list because there's tons of territories.
Are we still on Dieter?
Deezer.
Deezer.
Yeah, we're on Deezer. We're on Deezer, Podcast, Podchaser, Podcaster. Did I say that one?
I think I give more
Apple, Spotify.
I think I give more ad time to Deezer than just about anyone else.
I love it. So if you're not in United States, Singapore, Germany, Canada, Algeria, Philippines, Brazil, Mexico, United Kingdom, Czechia, Ghana, or India, if you didn't hear the country...
And the United States. Did you say that?
And the United States. That was the first one. United States, Singapore, Germany, Canada, Algeria, Philippines, Brazil, Mexico, United Kingdom, Czechia, Ghana, and India. If you didn't hear your name, hit the download button. It doesn't cost anything.
Right. Just download it.
Oh, and I found what happens when you donate to the podcast. It takes it off the bill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so we need to get more donations.
I guess we could. We don't need to ask for money, but if you want to make our day, send us 50 cents. There's a download. I mean, there's a donate button.
Did you donate?
I did. I wanted to see what happens. I'm not going to ask these people to put money in, and all of a sudden I get like 15 pop-up ads or some crap.
I didn't even donate.
It was pretty safe. It was easy. Just boom, put your card in. You can do a monthly thing, or you can do a daily, or a one-time thing.
So what?
So I did $3. I'm just paying myself. Basically.
I don't need to say exactly how much it costs, but let's just say
it's like $60.
$60. So if there were $100 of donations, where would the $40 go?
You and I would split it, and
you would get a check.
I would get overage,
or they would put it on your PayPal or some shit like that.
It comes out somehow, and I would just hand you half. Or if Nick ever shows up for a podcast on Dan and Nick's podcast, by the way, this is CJ and Dan. If Nick ever decides to show up. We even have his picture that he drew. It's like,
oh, yeah, it looks just like him.
We're going to change it to Dan and CJ's podcast.
I like the mop hair.
Thank you. I took a mop and put it on top of a painting that he made. It's just a face. Anywho, so if you wanted to donate some money, make our day, 25 cents. That's more hilarious. It might not help. The 25 cents.
Monthly subscription for 25 cents.
Hey,
really?
It's like, what else could you buy for 25 cents?
$3 a year. You got,
yeah.
Or nothing. You don't have to.
Buzzsprout takes out 3%. That's the agent that I use.
Oh.
So they take out 3. So if somebody's put in $100, they're taking 3. It's going to Buzz.
$3 to do the job.
But if it's $1, they're taking 3 cents. Ha ha.
33 cents.
No, that would.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
3 cents. Man, 103. Yeah, I'm not great at math, but
yeah, but I'm an engineer.
So here's a mechanical story I wanted to talk about, and I'm gonna not use his name. He's a guy that should know better. This is a guy
that you work with.
Yeah, that I work with. Okay. That should know better. We're putting bolts back into a Takeuchi TL12. That's a skid steer. I took out some inspection covers, and he's helping me put these bolts back in. So with it, you have a bolt, a washer, a lock washer, and that's it. So I
get how that works.
So flat washer first, lock washer second, and bolt goes through the center. How hard is this, right? He picks up the lock washer and says, "This one's broken."
I mean, was it?
No, it's a lock washer.
It had a hole in it?
The lock washer
because
overlaps.
It has
yeah.
Yes.
They overlap. How do you not you, but as the
how does one
that
a mechanic
in industry
not know that?
In an industry with which we both work, that's what I would saw in my mind, and it was hilarious. So I told him, I said, "Hey, you."
How much do you get paid?
He gets paid a lot. This guy gets paid a lot. He gets paid too much. So
obviously,
yeah. So I said, when you were in like school, elementary, preschool, when they gave you that test, they give you like a circle, a square, and a triangle. And there's like another thing that has a hole that's a circle, square, and triangle. What would you do? How did you do? Explain the process.
Shove them all in the circle.
Sideways.
They'll all fit in the circle.
Oh my God. What an idiot. He knows who he is. I don't know if he listens or not. You got to be smart enough to hit the Spotify button.
Hit that download button.
Oh my God.
He's not a listener anymore now. Nice shirt.
No, people, thank you. I'm rocking the I've Been Tasked With podcast. By the way, you're on the I've Been Tasked With podcast. Hey, I got to see the other day Cultural Groove. Previously on a podcast here, about 4 episodes ago, we met Neil Graham.
Oh, yes.
So I went.
Where did you see him?
I got to see them at a crappy bar that was fine, over with pizzas and stuff on Hartford Road. Hartford, someplace, I don't know. It happened.
Jammy fun times or more?
Neil sounded great.
Of course he did.
I got to meet his whole family. It was really cool.
He's not normally much of a singer, so I'm guessing
he's on guitar. There were just like 7 people up on stage, and there were more people on stage than there were in the audience. I'm not trying to talk bad about the crew, but come on, guys.
Was it on a Wednesday night?
Saturday night.
You should have said something, man.
I should have. I did. I was busy.
There's a good chance I would have said, nah.
Now, it would have. I bet you the show was dampened a little bit because it was ice that night. It was.
I wouldn't have gone there.
It was ice everywhere. There was.
It was this past Saturday.
Yeah.
No. I got stuck at a friend's house. I had to spend the night somewhere.
Yeah, most people didn't go out. And that's why there's less people in the audience. So, but we went still. Me and Lauren went there and we hung out, got to see the whole set. And they played do 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 do. When I wake up in the morning.
Oh, yes. I think I was getting there.
Sunlight moves my eyes. Whatever it is.
A lovely day.
Lovely day. A lovely day. They sounded really good. The band did. I just feel like there were so many people. I didn't know who to look at. But the drummer sounded good. The bass guitar sounded good. They had female vocalists, a male vocalist. The bass player was really grooving. All right. If I could choose two people out of that group, it would be the bass player and Neil.
Because you're going to be the drummer.
I'm not going to be the drummer. Well, I would if
you're picking
hypothetical
you're
situation.
The drummer. So you're not going to pick the drummer.
Correct. I like the drummer. He was good. Yeah, but
it's not as good as you.
I would be. Yeah, nobody is. Of course, everybody is. So many people better than everyone. If you think you're better than everyone else,
you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. And I've never thought I was better than everyone else. I can excel in certain things. What do you excel in, CJ?
Excel? I'm really good at watching TV.
No, come on. You're trivia master.
Playing video games. Yeah, that's something I've been keeping up with. The Tournament of Champions on Jeopardy.
I have a question for you.
It's been amazingly fun.
Tournament of Champions?
Yeah.
I've been watching the Jeopardy with...
the pop culture where they have like three people.
No, we watched that. That sucked.
Did it?
I didn't
watch it, but...
I've been watching the 1%.
I don't know what that is.
It has Patton Oswalt.
Okay.
It's very Squid Games, but G-rated.
What channel?
And I wouldn't say G-rated, PG, something like
Netflix.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
the 1%.
It's called the 1%.
Right, I'll try that.
And it's really good. So the questions get harder and harder. So first question's like circle, square, peg, triangle.
What color is the sky?
Some of them are harder than others. Like Lauren got the first one wrong, and I'm like, I think we need to break up.
You're out.
So everyone has a light shining on them, and when they get the question wrong, the light goes out.
Okay.
Yeah, very Squid Games-ish. But you get to still see it. They're alive.
But you don't get shot.
You don't get shot. Yeah, none of that. Come on, China.
Did you watch the most recent season?
Was it Japanese? Japan.
That was Korea.
Korea
was the Squid Game.
Yeah, it's all in a different language. What was the question?
Did you watch the most recent season? Season
3?
2.
2. Yes.
And then it ended on... It's kind of like a half season almost, because it was like 8 episodes and ended right in the middle of what the shit that was going on.
I couldn't get through...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I couldn't get through some of the droney parts. I was like, where's the games? Come on.
Come on. I want them to kill each other now.
Good games, though. Good game.
They did. They switched it up. We won't get too hard into it because, spoiler alerts and all, but it's fun. I enjoyed it.
What was your favorite game out of all the seasons?
All the seasons? I kind of like the one in season 1 where they cross the glass bridge and then they fall through.
I've been playing Squid Games on my phone.
What?
With the Netflix app, they have a games thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Did you win?
Winning is I've not been 1. I've been number 3.
So you died.
Yeah, I've died many times. You can, even on this Squid Games, apparently you can regenerate at least once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't happen.
Some of the games are super hard. They almost have to do that because, they have things swinging. It's way worse than in Humanity or, the human version.
Real Squid Games.
Yeah. They have, like saw blades coming down. Yonking, yonking, yonking. It's like playing the game is very much like Wipeout versus mixed with Squid Games.
I do love me some Wipeout. There's nothing better than watching fat fucks fall in the water.
But you're playing, if you do the Netflix, you're playing against other real humans.
Okay.
So it's like bing, bing.
Oh, because is it one of those Netflix games?
Okay. So everyone's all linked together. So you're watching people actually playing, and you're like hitting them in the head with bats.
I don't think I am the proprietor or the owner of the Netflix account. I think my wife pays for the Netflix.
My wife. Your wife.
I cover some of the other streaming sites that we watch.
What was the question I asked you earlier? What are you into? What is...
Yeah, watching TV. Trivia.
Trivia?
We are doing trivia. We're doing very well. We've moved from...
Team Sweep the leg.
Damn right.
Jinx, owe me a beer. These are my last 4 beers
that
we have. CJ's got 2. I got 2.
1.5.
Are these considered beers? They're Bud Light.
I mean, they're fine. I drink Miller Lite on the reg unless I'm, a special thing is going on.
These are in aluminum cans. I thought I'd like them. I'm like choking them down.
It has you get the metallic taste out of it.
It's got a metallic. Yeah.
I almost feel like cans are better, other than the fact that you can put the lid back on.
Isn't this a can?
It's pretty much a can,
but it doesn't feel like a can.
I still think
it's
cans
a 20.
taste better somehow.
These are 16 ounce tall boys. They call them.
Yes, they're not that tall.
When I bought them, they were in a tall thing, and they looked like bottles. And I did not open them at the store to test. They have a screw off top like a soda.
Doesn't even say how. I guess you have to look at the box.
There probably isn't any alcohol.
I'm guessing there's 16.
They have to legally write it on here.
No, they have to write it on the box. They don't have to write it on the bottle.
4.2% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's good.
I think the highest alcohol volume light beer is Coors Light. FYI. It also tastes the worst.
I always call it piss water because
it's not good.
It tastes like somebody pissed in my jar, whatever you're drinking. So
smooth.
Earlier today, as CJ walked into the studio, he said, "Have you ever seen Back to the Future?" And it was based off of some comment. And I was like, look, hold up.
That's right.
I just went. Lauren, my wife, she's not my wife.
Went to New York, huh?
My girl and I went to New York 2 weeks before Christmas. We went to see the tree, which we did.
Drive up or take the train?
Took the bus.
Okay.
The driver of the bus.
Did you take it from White Marsh?
Was awful.
Just a bad driver?
It was a bad drive. We got her both ways. The second bus on the way home didn't pick us up for like 7 hours. Like
what?
Whoever our bus driver was.
Like they were 7 hours late?
Yes.
No, that ain't cool.
It was like 2 in the morning.
I want my money back.
We're supposed to be picked up at like 9:15, and we're sitting in the terminal till like 2 in the morning.
Oh my God.
I didn't do the math, but it was.
And it's like you didn't even get if you knew it was going to be 2 o'clock, okay, let's go out to the bar or party something.
Yeah, we didn't know.
To do
it was
New York, but...
it was like, hey, it's coming. That's it. And everyone's like, everyone was kind of joining together. Like Lauren's like chasing a bird out of the bus station. Everyone's like laughing. She was so cute. She's like 5 foot tall, and she's just with this huge white jacket on, and she's feeding the bird. We had that much time. She's feeding the bird to lure it out. The bird goes out the sliding door windows, follows the food, and we were like, yeah, it's going to fly away. And then she comes back to me, and the door's open. The bird comes right back in.
Dude, there's free food in here.
He's like, you know how much food's in here?
I'm going to tell my friends.
So New York was really good. We got to see the Back to the Future play.
I've heard good things about it.
And
I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things.
We were going to go see some other Christmassy Nutcracker, and it was like $700 a person for a ticket.
Yeah, no.
Good Lord on a stick.
Did you just go up there without tickets?
No, we went. I was going to do that, but
you're nuts. Bro.
No, we ordered them ahead of time.
I was going to say those things sell out.
Yeah, they were sold out. And when we got in there late because we took the subway the wrong way. We were speaking to cops. They were awesome. They were like, yeah, I can't really do an accent like
you're
New
doing
York.
the Baltimore accent. That doesn't work up there.
We were talking to cops. A cop was like, what you got to do is go down into the subway, go the other way. So then when you go down, you got to come back up and then come back over and then go. I can't do it, but that's Baltimore.
See, I've always been up there in the summer and spring, so we usually just walk around instead of doing the subway. But right,
fuck,
it's cold as fuck doing.
It was like 21 degrees, 16 to 21 degrees the whole time.
That's chilly.
It was cold. We went around. Oh, there's no bathrooms.
Did you come prepared?
The only bathroom you can use is the one in the library.
I went to that library,
and
it was
the
nice.
Subway itself is the bathroom.
I just piss in the
Yeah, that's
subway.
what I asked a homeless dude. I said, "Look, man, you probably know the answer to this."
He's like, over there.
He said, "Right here, right there." I was like, "Right here." I whipped it. I peed right on him.
No way.
I
peed on him.
No, I gave him $5 not to pee on him, but like I gave him $5. I still didn't pee in the subway, and different state.
Just
I'm not going to like incriminate myself. No, yeah.
I had just because you said you could piss right there.
I had a rubber glove in my pocket just in case I had to really go, and I almost was at the point where I have to
toss it on the rails.
I don't care what happens after it's out of my body, but at some point it's got to come out.
You can go into any bar, but they're going to expect you to buy something.
We did that once. It cost me $65.
What the fuck did you drink? Just order a beer.
We had two.
Y'all got mixed drinks.
We had 2 mixed drinks.
Oh, you're nuts, dude. Yeah, New York mixed drinks are like $20. I
don't know if it was 65, but it was a lot.
No,
it was way more than I thought a bathroom cost.
I went to one bar in New York and we got 2 Tito's and club soda. That's vodka and club soda. And they gave me the bill. It said $45. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
How can anyone live like this?"
Right? Just because I make this much money doesn't mean I want to spend it like this.
I'm not going to sit here and talk about the Back to the Future play like in detail, but
but it was a great time.
Holy crap! It was one of those. A lot of the effects were like, how did they do that?
Right.
There's rain. They have like a screen that's like there that you can't see, like a clear like. I'm guessing. I like to know how stuff's happening.
Right.
So it's almost like a clear veil that everyone would be, or maybe smoke or something. But like they had actual rain coming down. You remember the first Back to the Future? He's up on the clock tower. There's lightning.
100%.
It was a badass. It shows him running up steps. He's just running to the right.
Do you know why I asked you about Back to the Future?
I forgot.
It's because you told me that you have a bass. A subwoofer that almost blew out the back of your house.
Oh, just like the stereo equipment.
Just like the beginning of Back to the Future when Marty McFly strums it and he throws him up against the wall.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. So I have this isn't for the listeners, but I'm what CJ is referring to is I have 2 tower speakers that are
PVs.
They're PVPR 15 PA loudspeakers, and they have a matching mixer. Amp with them. I'm selling them on Facebook Marketplace. Lauren's selling them on Facebook, but I don't deal with Facebook.
Yeah, I'm one of the few that has never been on Facebook.
That's really good. Me too. That's why we get along.
I feel alone out here sometimes.
It's weird.
But I also think, like, if God forbid I ever had to enter the dating scene, I would be seen as like a social fucking pariah for not having.
Yeah, they'd be like, joined 2028.
or never join and just try and date people, and they would just be like, "No, you're weird for not."
Well, no,
having...
I've had that where they're like, "You don't have Facebook."
Yeah, you got to be weird.
I'm like,
what are you hiding?
Or something, I'm like, I don't my life doesn't. I don't need it.
Right.
It ruins my life. Every time I turn it on I turn it on and it destroys my life. I got people calling me for everything. I got people like, can you help me? Can you give me money? Like friends that I went to school with and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. And then, you're in their face. It's like
their Facebook.
That guy does decks. Let me call him and see if he'll do it for free. No, if you're going to pay me.
You mean them friend prices. You ain't my friend.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Facebook friends ain't real.
My friends that get decks built for free, they've been in my house every other week.
Oh. You're telling me
there's only a few. Out of you? I bet you I'd help you out. I'm not buying it for you, but I would. You're right. 2 doors down.
Right. Don't even have to go too far.
You don't want a deck.
I don't.
You don't want a Pauline deck. Her deck's awesome.
Her isn't really nice.
It's always,
I'm fine with my metal staircase.
One of our neighbors right in between us is she's got really nice deck.
Have you met our new neighbors?
I have met her name. I'm not going to say on that.
Well,
we call her T. Yeah, that is what she wants us to call her. And she's nice.
Yeah, I liked her. She came over after you came over to the fire.
I sent her over.
You sent her over.
I said, "Go sit." Come on." She walks outside and she's like,
"Did you call her?"
No, she's walking out back. I'm in my shed doing stuff, and she's like, "Blah blah 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 blah." And I was like, "By the way, over there by the fire, Michelle and CJ."
That's not how that happened.
That is how that happened.
She came out and she was like, "Hi, neighbors."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I pushed her over.
You pushed her.
I did text her. I did text her.
Well, thanks. It was nice to meet the new neighbor.
I'm going to prove it. T. Uh-huh. I have text a lot. So you guys have Facebook. I do text.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
It was.
So it was like 2 Saturdays ago or something like that. 2, 3.
I'll tell you the exact. Your home's previous. Oh, we had a dilemma.
When we were talking with Chris, our guitar player neighbor who's been on the show as well.
Chris, Matthew's Dave Band.
Yeah.
He came over for the fire. CJ and Michelle.
No, he didn't come over. We talked.
CJ and Michelle had a campfire.
We got the text messages from him.
Oh,
like last Tuesday when he was like, the cops are knocking at the doors.
Real crime news.
Right, I have no idea what happened.
The crappiest news you'll ever get. We have no idea what happened, but they were.
It was just three white guys staring at it. Well, you weren't home.
I was watching it on my home
the video.
Cameras, yeah. I was like, there goes a cop. There goes a cop. There's another cop. Those ones are regular cops.
There was some out back too.
Yeah. I'll never forget the day SWAT team came through our neighborhood looking for the guy. There was a guy hiding in the right over there, and the landmark that would totally give us away, which we're not mentioning.
At the end of the street,
at the end of the street there. We don't want to tell. They were.
How many of them are around?
Yeah, it's one in the whole U.S., so we cannot say it. Anywho, so that's they with guns drawn. I was like, that shed right there is not locked. Could you check it? And they were like, thank you. Because some sheds are locked. No one's walking into.
There might be somebody in there.
I'm like, I'm not.
I'd rather you go in there.
I would rather.
This is happening.
I'd rather. I don't want this guy to get caught, but this is the neighbor's house. If he's hiding in there, I don't want to go out to my shed and find him.
I feel like I missed out on that.
It was like I had like a week off. I think it was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
During the summertime.
It was a daytime thing.
Yeah, I was probably at work or out on vacation or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
Not a lot happens with me in the winter time.
We're in Parkville, Maryland.
Yes.
Have we said that before?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's been.
It says.
Plus, if you look at the downloads,
it says local to Maryland, a town Parkville. It says right on our bio.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in Parkville, Maryland, which is also Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore is the county. Parkville is the town. We have a lot of listeners in Parkville. Hey, Parkville.
What's up, Parkville
What's
peeps?
up, guys? Mickey Gacella, one of my favorites. Shout out to Mickey Gacella.
I heard his name get mentioned. What was the name?
Oh, he's good. He was.
No.
98 Rock.
Random ass place. What was the location you went to see him up in? PA?
The Church of Satire Comedy Club.
That's what somebody brought up.
That's a really good
was the
club.
Place, I think. It said it was a really cool joint.
It's really cool. You only get like 15, 20 people in there, maybe 30. I don't know, but it was just church pews. A real narrow little joint. Like I want to say joint because that's Mickey's joint. That's where I saw Neil Graham play.
Okay.
Yeah, Mickey's joint.
Gotcha.
So like it's a real tiny. This other the Church of Satire Comedy Club, Hanover, PA.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Tickets. I don't know. I didn't pay for them, but like they
probably $30.
I'm guessing 30 to 60. Mickey, if you ask Mickey Gacella, he'll put you on the list. I'm just joking.
He'll put you on the list.
Put me on the list.
Right.
I felt so honored. He was good. I've been tasked with podcast. What are we going to get this year? So one of the things we're going to get, CJ and I and Nick are going to tag team and try to get a guy. I think his name's Ben. CJ is an expert on this subject.
I'm an expert. I've watched all three of the episodes.
I task CJ.
Okay.
This season, season 3.
Season 3.
To get some sort of contact with this guy. Tell me about who he is. His name's Ben.
There's a guy named Ben. There's a TV show it's on TBS right now. And it's called The Joe Schmo Show, which is kind of a fake reality show where this one guy is being pranked. He thinks it's a real reality show, and everybody else around him is actors.
How many people are we talking getting involved?
I think there's not include. There's a bunch
of Truman Show.
There's a bunch of producers. So there was probably like 20 fucking producers working on this. But I think there was Ben plus 11 other actors.
Oh my God, is this what they're doing to me? Because some days I feel like I'm on the Truman Show.
They're setting them apart.
I'm doing all this stuff. I'm like, I wish someone saw that. Did anyone see that?
The dude,
I'm doing so much awesome shit.
The dude is from. It says Baltimore, Maryland, but in the first episode, he's like, it's actually Perry Hall.
It's actually Perry Hall, Bel Air Road.
He lives like 10, 15 minutes from here.
That's I go to Perry Hall to go to the grocery store.
Right?
That's where I shop.
I go up there to go to the Das Beer Hall and shit like that.
Oh, that's right there. It's so close. We got to be able to handle this one.
We got to find Ben. I'll see if I can find a last name. All I know is Ben, but there's going to have to be somebody on Facebook to get him. Is Nick on Facebook?
Nick is on Facebook.
Try and find Ben.
Look, we're on the I've been tasked with podcast. By the way,
I can try and get my wife in on this. She's on the Facebooks.
Does she want to be on it?
I don't know that she wants to be on it.
She said something the other day at the campfire we had, or the
she don't want any more part of it. Really.
Yeah, she really does.
I don't think she would mind doing a reach out for something like that.
Yeah,
but I don't think she'd want to be on the show.
coming up, and I don't mean to jump off of that subject, but coming up soon in this podcast, season 3, this is basically an introduction. We're going to have an interview with Torrey Smith.
Not the football player.
Torrey Smith, if you're a musician and you need prompting, if you want to play on stage and have a thing in front of you that looks like a speaker wedge that has all of your prompting in it, and it's smart. It has a board inside of it.
When you say prompting, you're talking
black
show
box,
me my lyrics?
Show your lyrics, music sheets if you're a guitar player. It shows you can change the key of the song within the box.
That's kind of cool.
And it's not an iPad staring at you in the face.
Right, that's sitting up there looking like you're staring at an iPad. That's kind of cool.
This is down on the floor.
It looks like a monitor.
It looks like a wedge monitor.
Okay.
And if you should listen to episode 2. If not, it's still not a horrible episode. But like, if you're not a musician, you might find some comedy in it and some fun times. But at the same time, if you are a musician, you want to listen to episode 2.
This might be something you're interested in.
There's a promo code on Black Box Prompter. You get, I believe, it's 20% off if you use the code TASK, TASK.
Right. What was that site again?
Blackboxprompter.com, I believe.
All right.
And we say it on episode 2. So that's coming up.
20% off?
Previously recorded. I will be, 20%.
That's no joke, man.
20% off.
That's even better than like 10.
Yeah.
That's
so
like double.
Torrey Smith, Black Box Prompter, he's the inventor. I like to have inventors on things like that they've been tasked with. His task was, I can't stand seeing people talk and play music. He's a musician himself, and he can't stand people staring at the iPad while they're trying to see their sheet music.
I get that.
And it screws up their face color and
it can also screw up just like the vibe of the show.
Yeah, it's in the face.
He's not like, they're not into it.
So this is the first one that is smart. It's not just a JPEG flipper. Right. It's a smart one where you can physically hit buttons and change your keys and pitches and stuff that match the band. Hey, we want to hear
does
Blue
it have,
Eye.
like, foot pedals on it and shit?
It has a button or 2 buttons. Ooh. Yeah. I believe it's a foot pedal. Yeah.
I'm guessing we're going to hear more about this in episode 2, though.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure. Thank you, CJ. It looks cool, well built. You can hit it with a hammer. It won't break. Yeah. So
that's what I love doing. With
don't
all of
hit it
my
with a hammer. I don't know if you can hit it with a hammer,
my
CJ.
favorite things I think smash with a hammer.
It depends where you hit it with the hammer, whether it breaks. Anyway. Very cool thing coming up on season 3, episode 2.
That's right. Can you believe we've been doing it this long so far?
We're on like 43 episodes, 44 now because we did the Black Box Prompter.
Yeah, right. That's just in the bag already.
If you guys know someone that actually, this is, like I said, episode 1, we're trying to get everything out of the way. If you do know anyone that has an invention, even if it's not even that like crazy, it's just like a weird spoon fork thing that
a spork?
A spork, but like I had this invention a long time ago. It held the ice back. It was. I just took a lighter and took a fork and made it so you could, whatever.
That sounds like you were doing heroin.
If anybody wants to have, I don't do heroin. I haven't done any hard drugs, TJ. My whole life, I'm proud of that.
That is good. Yeah. I've stayed away from
the worst drug that I've done is women. They're women.
They can cause problems just
Holy
like drugs.
Worse. Anyway, so if you guys know anyone that wants to talk on a podcast, or they just want to chat for 5 minutes, 15 minutes about something specifically inventive, musician-wise, boat-wise,
send us an email.
Send us an email at I'veBeenTaskWithPodcast@gmail.com.
There we go.
No apostrophe. It's just I've been tasked.
You know what we're gonna have to get? We're gonna have to get like
podcast
Instagram or something
at Gmail. Screw all that. I'm not touching that crap.
I don't want to do it.
You want to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Nick can run the socials.
Yeah, and if you guys,
it's all about that.
If you guys do want to, if you donate, I don't know if it's anonymous or not. You might be able to make a note in there. Tell us where you're from if you donate money, like $1 or something. We'll mention you. We'll talk about your town. We'll be like, we'll tell you. But Pompanos, oh my God, those guys.
They gave us $1.
Those guys, what awesome people they are.
Right, nobody else gave us $1.
Nobody else did. You'd be our favorite people.
Damn right.
But yeah, we're not doing this for the money. It's more therapy.
Just shit to do on a Thursday night.
I guess so. We started this time at 6:30.
Yeah, half hour earlier.
And Nick still didn't show up.
I feel like it's better for dinner. I feel like I was eating too late, and I didn't want to eat before because it was eating too early.
I ate half my dinner before. I'm gonna eat half my dinner after.
What'd you have?
2 veggie burgers.
Nice.
They're thick ones. from Costco.
Thick veggie burgers.
Hey, CJ, has anyone ever said to you, hey, do you want to go to Costco? And
No.
then you said yes?
Nobody has ever asked me to go to Costco.
If someone were to say, hey, CJ, you want to go to Costco?
I'd probably say no.
Yeah, me too. Every time.
I've been to a Costco.
They're not bad. I mean,
It's just so fucking big.
the service is better than it used to be.
they
Like
do
right up to the register.
I do like the little freebies though.
Oh yeah,
walk
that's
around
cool.
there like, yeah, I'll have a little triangle of pizza here.
Lauren got one the other day. She's like,
hot or tasted awful.
it had mayonnaise on it, and apparently you can't have mayonnaise on it.
She ain't into the mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, mushrooms, some other things.
I love those things.
But,
I was against mayonnaise for a long time.
She was like, "Oh my god, I was honey, that was chicken, something, and a can or something." Yeah, of course, it had freaking mayonnaise. You got to look at what you're putting it. You know,
watch what you put in your mouth.
They had like some protein shake thing, and had the guy didn't
Protein shake with mayonnaise in it.
No, that was different
Awful.
item. He didn't shake it up, and I took a shot, and I was like chewing on like powder. And I was like, "This is come on." But no, some of them are great.
Yeah, sometimes they give you those. They got the
Cheez-Its.
little veggie nuggets, like fake chicken nuggets.
They did have
that
some
were pretty good.
They had a fake meat alternative pita thing that they cut up. They had two different stations. So
Pita, like the group,
like pita bread,
the group of people.
PITA, like my dog's last name.
Where is your fucking dog? By the way?
Buddy is at the other house.
Oh, is she living over there now?
She's living over there
because of all the other dog friends.
Yeah, her and Sadie are
besties.
So my one dog is a pit bull, the other dog is a golden retriever, and they sleep with their arms around each other.
Oh,
it's so cute.
How cute.
They don't go anywhere without each other, and they act like me and Lauren.
If you take them away from each other, do they get all sad? You can see it in their face.
You can see it right in their face.
Where's Buddy?
It was one day I took Buddy back to this house. I was like, I'm going to take Buddy with me. And Sadie was like by the door.
You can't take my friend away.
And Buddy is looking at the door like, come on. Come on, Sadie.
Why am I leaving?
I was like, Buddy, get in the truck.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah. And I took Sadie one other time because Sadie needed a bath. I'd bathe Sadie here in the bathtub because, I don't know, Lauren has this thing. She doesn't like me washing the dog in the house that she's like, take it somewhere and pay for that. I'm like, I'm not paying to give a dog a bath.
I guess it's cold out.
You can't use a hose as bad. It has to be hot as shit for that.
I'd say anywhere from May through October.
Yeah,
you can
but
do the hosing.
it's right now we're recording this. It is February.
It is. You freeze your dog.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, which, of course, I'm going to edit a thing saying something about Valentine's Day to Lauren in the beginning.
Happy Valentine's Day, my wife. She's not gonna listen.
That was for you. Do it again.
Happy Valentine's Day, my wife.
My wife. Marshall.
She we don't have plans. We got some big old ribeyes and some lobster tails and some green beans. We're gonna chow down on.
I'll be over. I'll tell Lauren what time.
There's enough for two.
Oh, this time you said there's enough. The first episode, you were like, you said something about pesto sauce. And I was like, I'll be over. You were like, there's not enough.
There's not enough for you.
How much would I have to pay you to get lobster tails cooked? You haven't bought the lobsters yet. You did?
Oh, yeah, we have the lobster tails.
Costco?
No, Giant.
Yeah, it's already frozen, or
they were frozen. $5.99.
I mean, can you taste the difference, frozen or fresh?
The way all I'm doing is fucking throwing them in the oven with a bunch of butter. They're going to be delicious.
We're on minute 49.
All right, not 69.
Not 69. 69.
Ooh, 420.
That's Howard Stern reference. I would like to this season speak with Kate with the horse. Like get an update on Prince.
We haven't talked with Kate since episode 4.
Yeah.
That's been a long time, man.
But yeah, I asked Nick, Kate,
but it hasn't been on. She has not been on the podcast.
Yeah, the horse is still alive though.
Horses live for a while. They live for 20, 25 years.
Too long.
Too long.
That's too long.
Fuck. You ever had a parrot? Those fuckers live 80 years.
Oh my God. That is a commitment.
They will outlive your ass.
That is a commitment. I've never had a parrot. I did see a parrot at the end of its 20 years.
20? At the end of?
It was like this beak was like all not a beak anymore, and like the hand fed. And I'm like, Sounds like you need to open the window.
Right. They're just,
His name was Miser. His name was Rex.
Sometimes euthanizing is a good thing.
Euthanize a bird.
I just had to
cut his head off. It's a bird.
I had to put a cat down recently. That was sad.
Oh man, what a downer.
19 years old.
What's the Debbie Downer sound?
Love you, Hunter.
We didn't do our intro.
Oh my God. We're going to do it all late. We're going to do it at minute 50. We're going to intro this show.